What's up, YouTube? It's the Hood Trucker Show, and I am the Hood Trucker. We got him mad again, y'all. And we got him mad about a video that has nothing to do with anything, I don't think. It kind of does. Today's video title is Kwame losing it? If you were to ask me, I mean, you know, it's I don't know. I can't say yes, I can't say no, because he's today. We're gonna play some video and we're gonna critique. It took him all of about possibly between 2 and 2.5 minutes to start talking about me. Of course, he's never gonna admit it, but you know, he starts talking about me. And listen, I don't understand how you talk. Why you talking? What am I saying is so terrible? There's all kinds of people on the internet saying something terrible about you, but you know, a little old me. And the video he's going to refer to at the time, I believe at the time of this record right now, I think it might have 300, maybe 350, somewhere maybe between 300 and 400, right? Why is you worried about my video? I mean, I must be spitting some hot fire. So let's get into it, right? Let's see. Okay, now let's go. We're gonna react to this, and we're gonna have a chuckle or two. Probably, I can probably say we're gonna get a kick out of it. Before, I gotta switch my mic then. Hold on, let me switch my thing. Hold on, so I can hear what's going on. Okay, now we set up now. Okay, let's go.
And then, you know, they age restricted that video already. How does YouTube know to age restrict something right after it goes off? Did they watch the whole video?
Okay. You know, I try to give this man the benefit of the doubt, but there's a certain thing called AI, artificial intelligence. You know, that's algorithm is basically an automated system to you know, make sure that the videos are being played where they're supposed to play, and you're not saying this or that or something like that. So, you know, it's automated systems that's in place so that you don't have to necessarily watch the entire video. You know, they have machines or they have software, or they have different things that are in place to do that, you know, and yeah, they do.
If YouTube, thank you guys for helping prove that I believe you're helping prove. I think I'm crazy. That YouTube, Quarter Lab, and all these little companies that's a part of you guys, I think you guys are a part of the go along, get along gang. This is what I think.
Okay. YouTube is a part of the go along, get along gang. You mean YouTube, the platform that you're speaking on as we speak? You mean that platform? You mean that go along, get along gang? But let's listen. Let's delve into that. Let's dive into that.
This is for educational purposes. I think you guys censor people that you don't like. I think you guys age restrict and censor people you don't like. I think it's a big racket going on with you guys pretending to be an open platform for everyone to talk, but I think you only want certain people to talk. A man in Tammy Sotomayor could do a video reacting to 2 young black people getting pulled over, and he can say on YouTube, now this is what he said, YouTube, but you'll probably age restrict me or censor me for it. He said, I'm mad because the cops didn't take a step back and unload into the car.
Okay, let's stop right there. I think Kwame should start a movement called Kwameanon because he's got these theories. I don't know if the word I want to say is restricted or not. I don't know, but he's got these theories, right? And they're based on speculation. So You come up with the term. He's saying that he doesn't understand why, Tommy Sotomayor, and he keeps calling me Tammy. And come on, man, you look really infantile when you do that. Excuse me. It's my day off, and I've been sipping on some beer, so I might have a burp or two. But you talk. First of all, you're gonna talk about it later. But what you're doing is you're talking about another man. You're making some complaints. You're gonna talk about it later because I've seen the video already. You're gonna talk about it later, but I'm forewarning you, if you haven't seen this video, that he's gonna get into projection and all of that, which is basically you saying other people are doing exactly what you're doing. But a reason why I want to talk about it now is so that to give you some context, and we could take the ride together into the projection abyss.
And I guarantee you that video won't be demonetized. I guarantee you that video won't be age restricted, because every time he say the N word and he say the F word pertaining to gay people, you guys don't ever say anything.
Okay. Do you think he's talking about Tommy Sotomayor, which is one of the pioneers, right? Do you think it possibly could be that, number one, Tommy Sotomayor has been on the platform way longer than you, and number two, he probably knows a few tricks and probably knows how to navigate the rules and what to do or what not to do. I'm sure he knows by now, and I think he's got a channel that was shut down or something like that. But listen, when you go through certain things like that, you know what to do and you know what not to do. So maybe just experience on me. I don't know.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I wonder why a punk bitch weasel that's in a truck can sit here and talk about me for 3 months and then turn around and call YouTube every day and say I'm harassing him. And then make a video about colorism and all this shit. Now you a crybaby punk bitch, all of us.
You see what I'm talking about? Okay, let's go into that. Now, when I make allegations or if I make accusations towards Kwame Brown, I have video verifiable evidence when I say he said that he knew I wasn't black because I looked like a hard worker, right? That's on video. When I say he mocked church people, that's on video. I don't make these elaborate, he's calling YouTube, making, saying that I'm harassing him, all that type of stuff. Where's the proof? Can you even come up with the YouTube phone number? Like I'm calling, right? And here's the thing. I don't know if he said it or not, but let's roll a little bit more of the video. Because I'm about to say something about what he's about to say.
Now you want to rank and you want to talk about me. You wanted to joke about my appearance. You wanted to joke about what I was doing. You wanted to joke about my the way that I speak. And now when I make one joke cooking your little bitch ass, you've been crying ever since. He said I was hard working. I also said you wasn't shit. I also said you was sitting on the side of the motherfucking road making all these packages late, boy.
You did say all those things, right? With absolutely no proof. You never gonna be able to prove I'm calling YouTube because it's unprovable, because it doesn't happen. You're not gonna never be able to prove that I'm telling YouTube that you're harassing me. And by the way, I don't know if he's gonna say it later or not, but I know he's gonna say it, right? He says he doesn't say my name, and therefore you don't know if I'm talking about you because there's other truck drivers. Okay, so if that's the case, and he also says that I've been talking about him for 3 months. If that's the case, let's say that I was calling YouTube and saying he's harassing me. Wouldn't you think that the proper response to that would be, hey, he's been talking about me for 3 months. I just noticed this dude not too long ago. So how's he harassing me? Number one. Number two, if I make videos on my channel and you make videos on your channel, you come to my comment section. I did the colorism video that you're talking about, I posted in there some comments where you were in my comment section. So how is it that I'm harassing you and you are in my comment section? You can't even produce anything where I'm in your comment section. The only time I've ever commented in your comment section was when CTG apologized, and that's when I was a subscriber, and I said, do not sub his apology. That's the only time I've ever had any type of comment interaction with you. You've had several. So who's harassing who?
Publix right up the street, motherfucker. I can see that ain't no shit in Publix. And I know you live way across the coast, but bitch, you might be a part of a network or chain, and you breaking the leak in the chain, bitch, worried about me. So
okay. Again, is there any verifiable proof that I've ever been late? Is there any verifiable proof that I delivered to Publix? Is there any verifiable proof that I'm in some type of a chain and I'm holding up the chain because I'm talking about him? Is there any verifiable proof that when I do talk about him, that it affects me in any type of way, shape, or form as it pertains to deliveries, time, log books, or any of that? Is there any verifiable proof about any about that? The answer is no.
So get your stank, dirty draws ass into that truck stop, wash it, and then get your bitch ass on the road and stop making videos.
Okay, now he is saying, he just got through saying, and this is what I'll be talking about, that you have to be, in my opinion, you have to be a hypocrite in order to be a Kwame Brown follower. You also have to be, and I don't even know if this is restricted or not, but you have to be that B word, that kind of like excuse me. Oh, I'm just gonna say it. You probably have to be a little bigoted in order to be a Kwame Brown follower. You have to be a hypocrite, you have to be bigoted, and you have to be, there's one more thing you have to be. I forgot, but you have to be that too. So and he's been referring to this over the last couple of videos, right? Where I had mentioned that I have been driving all night and that I was going to make this video and then lay it down, right? Here's the thing. This will let you know how out of touch he is, right? He doesn't understand that when he is eating those apples, when he's eating that food on his plate that he so eloquently, tries to, make look good, and he's supposed to be for the people, and he's all for the less fortunate and all that, yet he's eating full course meals in front of you, and you may not be able to afford apples, or you may not be able to afford what he eats, but he eats it in front of you, right? So what he doesn't understand is that everything that comes on your plate comes on a truck, right? And a large percent of produce, whether it be lettuce or apples, which you eat, grapes, watermelon, whatever, produce, period, a lot of it comes from California. A lot of it goes to Georgia. A lot of it goes to the Publix and stuff like that, right? So that being said, there's all kinds of different scenarios that can happen. And most people don't know this, so I'm going to let you know. There's all kinds of different scenarios where there might be a possibility that sometimes you don't get a shower, okay? And that's well known in the trucking world, but most people are not versed in the trucking world. But I'm gonna give you some examples as to why that could be the case. But he tried to disparage me behind that. But it takes a certain type of person to be able to deal with all these different scenarios. So let me just let y'all know the different scenarios as to why you might not be able to take a shower sometimes. Okay, now Let's say that you're going let's say that you're loading produce and you're loading it out of Salinas, California. Okay. I no longer load out of Salinas, California anymore because of this reason. Salinas, California is one of the most populated, high traffic loading cities. I think I would argue to say in America. I mean, there's trucks everywhere and they're pushing out loads everywhere, right? And that being said, sometimes a particular product is not ready yet because what they have to do is they have to cool it. They have to bring it out of the ground and then they have to flash cool it. Then they have to sit it over there and it takes some time. And sometimes it's not ready, right? Sometimes it's not even picked out of the ground yet. That stuff be moving so fast. You might be a certain grocery store may order something and it's not even out of the ground yet. So you have to wait till it comes out of the ground, and then it has to go to the cooling spots, and then has to meet FDA approvals and all. What I'm not FDA, but it might be FDA, but it has to meet these inspections and all that, and it takes time, right? So if you're waiting on that product, you might be waiting for several hours, and guess what happens? There's no showers at these facilities that you have to wait at. So let's say you're on the tail end of your day and you end up this particular stop is one of those stops where the product's not ready. You're gonna be sitting at the shipper and they don't have showers at the shipper. That's one scenario. Another scenario is this. Sometimes you might be driving all day, you pull into a truck stop, there's no parking. All the parking spaces are parked up, right? They have showers there, but you don't have a place to park. What you gonna do? You got to keep moving. You might have to park on the on ramp, or you might have to park on the off ramp. One of the two. There's no showers at the on or off ramps, right? So another situation is this: what if it's weather and you get stuck in a snowstorm? If you get stuck on the freeway, there's no showers on the freeway. So there's plenty of scenarios, right? There's plenty of scenarios where you can pull in somewhere and you don't necessarily get a shower. That particular instance where he's talking about, I pulled into a truck stop that didn't even have showers. I was out of hours. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Drive illegally? Right? And drive down to the next one, who knows how many miles down the way, and risk getting a ticket for over hours and all that just because I want to shower? Listen, I got baby wipes, I got bird bath materials and all of that stuff. So it's not a problem. So, but he disparages me for that. But you know what? There are certain jobs in America that sometimes require you to forego a shower. They don't necessarily present the opportunity for you to take a shower. Let me just name a few of them. One of them is the military. If you're in a combat, let's say you're a sniper in a tree looking at a subject or whatever, you might be there. I mean, I've heard stories where snipers be in a tree for 24, 36, 48 hours, locked on, waiting on somebody to come out of there. You're not taking a shower, homie. And just in general, like, if you're in a combat situations, you're probably not taking a shower. They have these meal packages. They call them MREs, meals ready to eat. And the reason why you have those is because you may not even be in a situation where you can sit down at the table and eat food like you eat every day, right? You have the luxury of being home every single day, and you go online every single day. You have that luxury. Everybody doesn't have that luxury. Whether you be a military, you be a truck driver, or you be a wildland firefighter. All like California has acres and acres and acres and acres of people of land that's going up in smoke, right? It's on fire. And you got these wildland heroes that's putting out fires to save homes. Sometimes they don't get to it fast enough. They engulfs it, right? Sometimes these firefighters be out here and they be losing their lives behind that shit. Do you think a shower is a consideration or any of that? So this fire is right here. But I'm on my 8 hours and I need to go take a shower. So I'm gonna leave this. Come on, man, stop it. So you can disparage me all you want to about taking a shower. I guarantee you, you don't have the balls to be out here doing what I do, and you don't have to. And that's good. You make good for yourself. You don't have to be out here. But sometimes people don't have that same opportunity. Like you can go online. Matter of fact, even right now, I mean, there's a buzz on the internet that you're really not as well off as you say you are, or as you portray that you are. Because who has time to be online 2 and 3 times a day for multiple hours a day? If these people are well to do and they have businesses and they do things, because listen, we've already established that if you get on here and make $1,000 a day, that's only $360,000 a year. That's nothing to a millionaire, right? They blowing that on concert. They hiring Beyonce to come in speak it. I mean, sing at daughter's birthday parties for $1 million. Have Jay-Z come in and rap and stuff. That's nothing to a boss, right? So I had to break that. It's a shame that I had to break that down, because this dude is one of those people that he gets really emotional and he just starts spewing shit, and with no verifiable evidence like I have, right? And he just gets upset, right? And he gets really animated, right? And then like so much so that for example, I had a bottle of water and it was Ozarka water, right? Which is out of Texas, right? And this man has the nerve to have an American flag in the back of his purple wall. I don't know what all that, I mean, I don't know what all that stuff is in the background, but I noticed the American flag. Unusual place to have an American flag, especially one that's so little, right? But he has it in there, right? So that would say that, maybe he's a patriot, right? So let me ask you a question. Would a true patriot choose to drink Fiji water over the American water out of Texas called Ozarka? And would he also disparage that water, an American water company, based on his vitriol towards me, or his hatred towards me, or his anger towards me, right? Would somebody who's a patriot, who really believed in America, would they do that and disparage an American company just because you mad at somebody? I mean, who does that? Apparently Kwame Brown. He said he drinks Fiji water. I said I drink Osaka water, but you got the American flag in there. What's going on? And we're gonna play a few more. We're gonna play maybe another minute and a half. So let's continue.
You do no work, boy. All you weak beta males, all you do is critique real men. Then you're gonna say some stupid shit talking about, Kwame said that he don't argue with men, and then he brought up some numbers about men, and then he said it could get violent, but he want to do violent, but it'd probably be the people around him. You dumb bitch! I didn't say nothing like that,
and neither did I. I repeated. I alluded to what you said. Basically, is what you said is you rambled off some statistics, and basically was alluding to the fact that it could turn into some violence. I told him, look, I believe he said during that rant that he didn't want it to turn into violence. I agreed with him, but if I agree with him, or if I commend him on doing something with the shoes, even though he didn't do everything you said that you were going to do with the shoes, he leaves all that stuff out. Like, he leaves all the positive stuff out. But if I critique him, he puts that in. But let's roll a little bit more of this.
I brought up the statistics of black males harming each other. And I said, you niggas like to argue on the internet and then it spill over into the streets. And I said, I didn't want to do none of that. And that's why I don't argue with you niggas.
Kind of sounds like you're arguing right now. But I agreed with you. I said, this don't need to turn into no violence and nothing like that. I agree. But he's not going to tell you that, though. I agree. Go back and look.
That's what I said, sir. So what the fuck are you talking about? And how the hell you gonna tell a grown ass man that you never met, what they will or won't do?
Because I have will or won't do stoppers. That's how I can tell you. I have will or won't do stoppers. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So I'm supposed to stand there and let you fuck her with me. So you really?
I never said I was gonna fuck with you. I agree with you that it shouldn't turn into violence. See, you're trying really hard to turn me into make me to be the bad guy when you know you said some bigoted statements and you didn't disparage church people and all of that, but you want to make me turn into the bad guy. But let's go.
Really believe because I dribble the ball. If you come a fucking with me, because I never aggress anybody. I'm too motherfucking handsome and I build too much to just go fucking with somebody. I told you, bitch, I'm quicksand. Quicksand don't move too much.
Okay, then what was the purpose of bringing up the statistics about? You said yourself you brought them up. What was the reasoning? Because we never talked about violence at all. What was the reasoning to bring up the statistics about how things can turn into something bad? I don't know, but I agree with you that it shouldn't turn into nothing violent. I agreed with you.
We just get a hold of that ass. Now, what I said was, I don't want to argue with none of you black males because you niggas want to start some shit and then bring in a group. You can't fuck with me by yourself, boy. I don't give a damn what you think you is. You don't know me. And I'm just saying, I don't want to know you. I don't want to say your name for algorithms. I don't want to know you, nigga. You don't build nothing. You critiquing and talking about another man. And I done told you already, shut the fuck up, stop critiquing, and get to the fucking work.
Okay. Now, that's pretty much, I mean, that's all I can stomach for right now. So let's just look at what he said, right? Didn't he just start off by saying that YouTube is trying to basically shut him up? I mean, that's basically what he was trying to allude, that YouTube was somehow trying to shut him up. Now let me switch my headphones back really quick because I'm done with him. I pretty much said everything I had to say because this dude is a snooze fest, and this really it's really hard for me to really sit in on any of his videos. But I had to. I mean, look, we're at 27 minutes already, and we just critiqued about 4 minutes of his stuff. So, look, he said he made a lot of accusations. I'm calling YouTube. I'm calling, and he's out here harassing him and all of that. He made a lot of false accusations that he will never ever prove, because I don't do that, and I'm not worried about it. I don't do that. I'm not going to call YouTube. First of all, do they even have a number? I don't know. But he's saying that I'm calling YouTube. And if you notice, he's saying that YouTube is against him too. So does that make any sense that YouTube is against him, right? For saying stuff. But I'm saying, so I don't know where he get these. I don't know where he get. That's why I said he needs to be a part. He needs to start a movement called Kwame, because it don't make any sense. Everybody goes through the same thing. Look, I have a video where I'm squeezing the pus out of my elbow because I had an issue with it. That video got, I think it's between 450 and 500,000 views by now. It's flagged. I mean, not flagged, but it's restricted. So it's not only him that I have more recent videos where I talked about the young man that got shot on Instagram Live. I think Indian Rez, I think his name. That video is not monetized. So it happens to everyone. And then you talk about Tommy and him and over there. I mean, look, this is projection. And it's also a lot of estrogen running through his system because he's really emotional. Like, I think when he was making all these statements, he looked really angry. And I could have swore I saw a tear running down his face. He was crying so much. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, let me pull him back up right quick. Let me see if we can see a tear. Look at that. Y'all see a tear? I think he got a tear right there. He is upset. That dude is upset. And the reason why he's upset is because I have verifiable evidence. You can't deny anything I say because I use it in a way where you basically telling yourself. And he doesn't necessarily appreciate that. And also I think what it is too is this. A lot of times when you're being outsmarted or you don't think that you have the intellectual capabilities to compete with another person, I think what happens is this. You start talking about ancillary other parts of what's going on. I'm kicking him in the ass. He says that a lot. I'm kicking his drawers in his ass. Excuse me, figuratively, not literally, but figuratively. Excuse me. Damn. This some good stuff. I'm kicking his drawers in his ass. I mean, he wants that to be the case so bad that he visualizes to himself that that's happening, literally. As I mean, just because he says it, just because you talk about me, in his mind, he's kicking my drawers in my ass. Fantasy. Sign up for Kwame Anon. It's all a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, is he losing it? Because again, this dude is really angry and really emotional. The other day I heard him talking about he's steady with this other man stuff and all of that. Why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about that? He was just talking about LeBron James' speeding ticket and why his treatment was different than LeBron James' treatment. Could it be that he's a better basketball player than you? And that good basketball players get preferential treatment? Could that be part of it? Maybe you should have worked harder as a basketball player, and maybe you would have been able to, speed and do all that kind of stuff, right? And again, in my opinion, he's got a lot of estrogen, right? He's drinking these Fiji waters, probably in the plastic bottles, and he's not eating enough vegetables. When he's eating or whatever, I've seen him eat apples and stuff like that. You need to eat spinach and broccoli, and you need to not cook it for very long. You know what I do? I take a steak and I cook a steak. I eat my steak medium rare, right? And I get all the juices. People call it blood. I call it juice. So I throw some butter in there with the meat juice. I put some butter in there, and I put the broccoli in there and stir it around for like maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe up to a minute, and then take it out, and it's still crunchy. And the reason why you want to do that is because it preserves a lot of the vitamins and the estrogen blockers. So you should probably look into that, homie. And also, one last thing before we go, right? If you don't want your stuff flagged, you might want to get with some people that can show you how to upload your videos in a way that you can get approval first, and then do it. So, and then later on, if you watch, go watch his video. I'm not gonna be like him, but go watch his video. And you'll see that he talks about a lot more, right? And he talks about give me your address to your truck and I'll send you some draws or something like that. And he's trying to play on the fact that I didn't get a shower that day I did a video, right? He's trying to play. Oh, and there's another dude. I think, what was his name? I think it's is it Self-Awareness TV or something like that? They did a whole video that says the hood trucker admits that he doesn't bath regularly when it should be bathe. So he was trying to get a diss towards me, but he misspelled bathe. And there's a few other little lip puckerers, I guess I would call them, right? that's trying to take shots at me. I mean, if I feel like you have the mental capability to go back and forth with me, then I'll engage you. But if I don't, I mean, a lot of those videos are stupid. They don't even they don't even like maintain a cogent argument. They just, they just goof on like whatever I say or whatever. It's goofy. It's not even worth my time. Let's see what else. Like, subscribe, stay tuned because I'm sure he's gonna have something to say. Oh, and by the way, check this here out. I just want to say one last thing. By the way, he alluded to by yourself when he said you by yourself you can't do this or that, and I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know because here's the thing. Later on, I mean, he said that, and then later on he alluded to some other stuff, right? So I don't even, I thought in my head, I don't know. He said so much stuff. But here's the thing. I'm just going to say this. They say that your enemies are friends. Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember how that goes. It's like your enemies are friends, and it's something like that. Anyway, do you know how many people have reached out to me that don't like Kwame Brown? It's a lot of people, man, that don't behind the scenes do not like Kwame Brown at all. I mean, at all. And I've had conversations with certain people that really do not like Kwame Brown, right? And here's the thing. The reason why it's funny is because I'm a small YouTuber. I got I think 2,100 subscribers now, right? And the video that he's talking about colorism, that video did at the time that he probably watched, it's probably like 150. I don't know what time he watched it, but probably 150, 200, maybe it might be between 300 and 400 now. A dude that gets 40, 30, like 10, 20, 30, 50, 60,000 views per video has 400,000 subscribers. Excuse me. Is worried about a dude that has less than 400 views on a particular video. Yet it took him, and I stand corrected. It took him about 3 minutes to talk about me on a video that got, like, when he watched it, probably 200 views. It didn't start to increase until after later in the morning. But I said some pretty interesting stuff in there. You should go look at it. It's the colorism and by either multiracial or biracial discrimination. And guess what else? Other people thought the same thing. I got reached out to by several people. They like my style. And they tell me, hey, I like your style. And again, people who are enemies of Kwame Brown feel like, since I'm going at Kwame Brown, that we could possibly have, if not a friendship, it's some type of relationship. So maybe when he said alone you can't do it, maybe he got alerted to something like that. I don't know. All I know is, people have reached out, had conversations behind the scenes, and they don't like him. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. So with that, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. And hit that save button. Just go ahead and click all the buttons. Screw it. So with that, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you got enlightened. I hope you had a laugh. And, because this is all, to me, it's fun. It's child's play, because this guy is, he's all over the place. And that's why I asked the question, is he losing it? Because, he's all over the place. He's telling, or he's saying that I'm doing stuff that he's doing at the actual time that he says I'm doing it. So again, enjoy the rest of your day, because I'm going to enjoy the rest of mine. Today's my first day off, and I'll be off. I think I'll go back to work Saturday. So I got the rest of today. I'm already started. So we about to be lit. And tomorrow we finna be lit again. And then we go back to work on Saturday. So I'm probably gonna do another video. We're gonna see what his response is. So I'm enjoying the rest of my day. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and we're gonna talk back real soon. Take care.